Today we need to talk about the myth of the cheat day, because a single cheat day can wipe out an entire week's worth of hard work in less than 2 hours. And let's look at the math behind this biological trap, because your body absolutely does not care that it happens to be Saturday. You spend Monday through Friday grinding, hitting your daily steps, going to the gym, and maintaining a solid calorie deficit every single day. And by the time Friday night rolls around, you have successfully created a beautiful 3,500 calorie deficit in your system. And that number represents roughly half a kilogram of actual fat loss that your body has worked incredibly hard to burn away over the week. But then Saturday morning arrives, and you decide it's finally time to reward your immense sacrifice with a massive, unhinged cheat day. You start with a heavy, sugar-laden bakery breakfast, follow it up with a greasy fast food lunch, and finish with a massive pizza and beers at night. And before you even realize what is happening to your progress, you have easily consumed over 5,000 or 6,000 calories in a single day. In less than 2 hours of pure mindless eating, you have completely erased the entire deficit you spent 5 agonizing days building. Your weekly energy balance is suddenly reset right back to zero, or even worse, you find yourself in a significant caloric surplus. And this means you're actually stepping backward and gaining weight over the weekend, despite feeling like you were on a strict routine all week. And this is the toxic reality of the classic starve and binge cycle that keeps so many people perpetually stuck in a frustrating loop of despair. You treat Monday through Friday like a miserable, restrictive prison sentence where you survive on nothing but tasteless diet foods. And then you treat the weekend like a wild, lawless party where you desperately try to shove every single craving down your throat before Monday hits. And this behavior creates a deeply unhealthy and quite broken relationship with nutrition, where you constantly alternate between extreme restriction and intense guilt. And I completely stopped using the word cheat because it implies you're doing something sneaky or illegal against a set of arbitrary fitness rules. Food is not inherently good or evil. It is simply a complex combination of protein, carbohydrates, structural fats, and overall thermal energy. Instead of saving all your favorite treats for one massive destructive weekend explosion, you need to learn how to integrate them daily. If you desperately want a slice of pizza or a high-quality piece of chocolate on a random Tuesday, you can absolutely have it without guilt. You just have to be adult enough to budget for it properly by adjusting your other food choices throughout the day to fit your macros. Maybe you skip the extra handful of carbs at lunch or keep your morning breakfast a bit lighter to make room for that evening pleasure. We have almost 35 degrees here right now, and I'm not talking about the studio, which is worse. And of course, that yells ice cream, and I do eat ice cream. But within my calorie deficit. And this psychological shift completely takes away the frantic, manic urgency of a cheat day, because no food is permanently banned from your life. You no longer feel the desperate need to eat an entire tub of ice cream in one sitting because you know you can have a portion tomorrow. A realistic, moderate consistency over an entire week will always defeat a perfect 5 days followed by a weekend of total dietary chaos. Learn to play the long game, track every single item honestly, and build a sustainable strategy that does not make you crave a weekend escape. Your body keeps a perfect, unfeeling mathematical ledger of every single calorie, so it's time to stop trying to cheat a system that never sleeps. You deserve a lifestyle that brings you closer to your physical goals without forcing you into a vicious cycle of restriction and regret.